Hi friends, welcome to Cindy's Corner. Hey, it is the end of my work week and I'm getting ready to kick back and relax. I'm going to make myself a snack and a beverage and I'm going to take you guys along with me. Tonight we're going to make a green goddess dip and we're going to serve it with some shrimp, cold shrimp, and some cut up veggies. Make a little plate out of it and we're going to have a really special cocktail, so stay tuned for that. So first we're going to start with our green goddess dip and we're going to pull out the magic bullet to make this. Okay, so in my cylinder here I have got some plain Greek yogurt, and this is the full fat kind. Okay, and so we got a bunch of different ingredients. Now green goddess is creamy and herby, so lots of herbs and just a lot of good flavors. Okay, so in here now I want to show you what I got. These deli containers to replace all my old containers that are like over 10 years old, so I really love these. But this has been a really good idea to put a coffee filter inside when I'm putting my herbs and things like that so that they don't get all soggy. So in here I have got chopped chives, chopped dill, and some minced garlic. Okay, so all of that is going to go in my container, and I think what is pretty cool about this is I can pull this coffee filter out and just kind of funnel this stuff into my cylinder. I like that. That's great. Okay, now all the measurements and everything will be in the description box, so go there and check it all out. Plus there'll be some notes about substitutions if you want to use different ingredients than what I'm doing. Okay, so we got part of the herbs in there. Now the other herb that goes in here is chopped flat leaf parsley. I think that tastes a lot better than the curly parsley. So again, I'm just going to pull my coffee filter out and slowly funnel the herbs in there. If I can get it all in there without spilling. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, so far so good. I'm gonna have to push that down. There we go. Clean hands, of course. Okay, now we can get rid of that. Okay, now other ingredients. Some of you are not going to like this, and there is a substitution in the description box, and this is some flat anchovies. Okay, so I've got 3 flat anchovies that I have pressed between paper towel to dry them off. Okay, I'm going to use a little fork here to slide them into my container before we blitz them. Okay, that's done. And then we have some salt and pepper that goes in there, and we have some fresh lemon juice that goes in there. Okay, so let's move these things out of here. And then I cut a little frond from the dill to use as a decoration. Let me get that all ready. So I'll put those anchovies over there. Okay, let's pull out the bullet. I don't know if my cord is long enough. It's not really long enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do a little bit off camera and see what I can squeeze into the frame. I'm not really sure. Okay, so here we go. So I like to, when you're using this, I like to, bang it a couple times in my hand just to get the ingredients down closer to the blade. Green goddess is so nice this time of year. Spring. This is like the perfect time. I like to shake mine too. Okay, so you can see it's starting to turn green. I'm going to take I think a knife might be a good idea to scrape this down so we can, oh wow, look at that. Okay, I want to get a knife in here so I can get this all mixed up. Gosh, it smells so good. Okay, yeah. So even though, you are, I gotta take a taste. Oh my goodness, wow. Can can taste the lemon juice, the fresh herbs. Wow, that is really nice. Garlic. Okay, so let's get this back here. Okay. Again, I want to get that mushed down into the blades. Okay. All right, here we go. Whoop. Okay. Boy, this is beautiful. Brilliant color. There's a lot of holidays that use the color green, St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, and this shade of green is like a beautiful color for spring. So Easter, any special occasion that you are looking for a special dip, I think this would be really nice. Okay, I'll work on that a little bit later. Okay, so now we're gonna kind of scrape this down, and we're gonna decant some of this into our serving dish, and the rest we'll put in the fridge. Another thing, I think that something like this would be great to make like at the beginning of the week, so that as the week goes on, you can put it on top of salads, you could put it on top of some fish, some salmon would be nice, also some chicken. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's get this into our dip dish. What a beautiful green. Oh, I'm spilling. That's not unusual. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, I think that's good. The rest of this later I'm going to put in container and save it in the fridge. Okay, we got just a little bit. We'll have a, okay, that's, ooh. The yogurt gives it like an extra tang, which is really nice. Okay. Wow. That has a really nice taste to it. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should wipe the edge of this. When you're trying to make your serving bowls nice, you want to take a paper towel and wipe the edge so that it looks all nice and clean. So look how pretty that is. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this dill frond right on top. Okay, now let's start building our plate. Okay, so I've got a pretty green plate here, and what I did also was I cut up some celery sticks. I sliced some cucumber on the bias that I thought would be really nice with this. You can go away. Okay, and then of course I bought one of those little shrimp rings at the grocery store, and that is the main thing that we're going to be having with this. So let's start laying that out. So we're going to get our shrimp pieces. Oh, some of these are still a little frozen. Okay, I'm going to lay them a little closer to the edge here and overlap. Now this is just for me, so I'm not going to go overboard with this, but I'm going to build myself a nice little plate. Let's maybe make a double stack there. Okay, so that's it for the shrimp. My bullet can go away. Let's take you away. Okay, so now we have our celery sticks. We're going to add those. Let's put those in like 2 different places. Maybe I can put some shrimp on the other side too. It's like I always have fun kind of building my plate because I never know exactly how it's going to look, and then I take some things and just play around with how they look on the plate, you know. Now I have to say I do like to, when I cut my cucumber, I like to leave a little bit of the peel on because I think that it makes a really pretty look on your plate. Okay, so there we go. And I think I'm definitely going to want to put some more shrimp on here. So I'm going to kind of pile this up a little bit over here. And of course, I still have plenty of dip to make another plate for myself tomorrow. That'll be great. Let's get one more in there. Okay, so there we go. So here is our green goddess dip with our cold shrimp and some veggies alongside it. What a yummy spring plate to serve. So let's put this to the side. We're going to get started on a cocktail. We got a really special cocktail tonight. Okay. So let's put this away. All right. Now, let's start bringing some stuff over here to make our cocktail. Okay, we're going to be making a Kiwi Vodka Sour cocktail. This is going to be really fun. Okay, so I have 2 kiwis that I diced. Well, almost 2 kiwis because I saved a little bit for decoration. And what I'm doing is putting like a little bit into my glass, and I'm going to put one on top. And so our ingredients are vodka, simple syrup, and fresh lemon juice, and of course the kiwi. So we're going to take all the kiwi and we're going to put it into our shaker. Okay, and if you can collect some of the juice, well, when you're I scooped up some of the juice while I was cutting this all up, and that's good too. Okay, one piece escaped, so you go back in there. Okay, so now you're going to take your muddler and you're going to mush the kiwi in the bottom of your shaker. Then we're going to add the ice. So I'm going to smush it a bit. And then, yeah, okay. So there we go. That's our kiwi smushed in there. All right. Now we're going to add some ice. Okay, I think that's good. And then we have, okay, so the fresh lemon juice, let me just make sure I got the right. Okay, so the fresh lemon juice, it's going to be 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice and 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Now, simple syrup, you can make that yourself. It's 1 to 1 of water and sugar. So you boil the water and you pour the sugar into it and you stir it until it dissolves and it's crystal clear. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is, again, 1 ounce, make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, 1 ounce of lemon juice and 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. That goes in there. And we're going to add 2 ounces of vodka. And we've got our, it's like really like a 1 1/2 kiwi, maybe, or 1 3/4 kiwi. I just saved a couple slices so I could decorate it. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to put the top on. We're going to shake it. Remember, when you shake it till it's really cold. So when your hands feel frozen and you see some frost on here, that's when you know that it's ready. Okay, so let me bring over a couple slices here. Okay, so I put one kiwi slice in my glass. That way you definitely know what it is. And we're going to strain this into our glass. Yep. Okay, this is taking, there we go. Taking a little longer to strain out than I thought. But it's okay. Alrighty. Okay, and I think actually I'm gonna spoon some of the kiwi into my drink, just to make it so you can see all that stuff. Okay, Good. Okay, and now where's my slices? Okay, so I'm gonna put one more in the side, and then I'm gonna put one over the top. Okay, so there we have it, a Kiwi Vodka Sour and our green goddess dip with cold shrimp and veggies. Cheers. You have a great weekend. Take care, and I will see you soon.